Hey, it's Bob Negen, and in this episode of Real Retail TV, we're going to explore how to find and keep the best retail employees. So I don't need to tell you that there is a labor shortage right now. Here in Grand Haven, Michigan, one of the busiest restaurants is not serving lunch because they can't find people. In our Whiz Bang Retailers Facebook group, so many conversations about people not being able to find enough people to keep the hours they want or to give their customers the service that they deserve. So what I'd like to do today is explore how I believe you can and should think about building a culture, finding and keeping the best employees. I'd like you to think about a target here for a moment. And we're going to talk about what I believe is efficiency. So the bullseye, the center of the target, is the most efficient way to keep your team filled with great employees. The single most efficient way to keep your team filled with great employees is retention. Keep them. So many of employees are churning. I read a statistic that 54% of the workers in America are looking for other jobs right now. The most efficient way for you to build a great culture in your store is to take the great people and give them the tools they need to be successful. So if you have the Retail Mastery System and you go into the Staff Development Kit, you'll see all of the structural pieces that employees need to be successful. You need to train them. You need to coach them. You need to give them the tools they need so they're successful. When they're successful, they're going to have more fun on the floor. They're going to be more loyal. They're going to have an emotional stake in the success of your business. So that's the first thing. It's that structure. And again, if you have the Retail Mastery System and you're having problems right now, I would encourage you to review that section of the Retail Mastery System. But I also want to share with you a model that we've created for that really is, in my opinion, the future of retail leadership. And that model is ADD. And ADD is an acronym for Ask, Discuss, Decide. So rather than you trying to figure things out and telling your people what they're going to do, you are now empowering them to come up with a solution with you, not you giving them the solution. You are treating them like a little mastermind. So think about this for just a moment. So let's say you've got 10 employees. Think about the collective experience, the collective wisdom, the collective creativity of those 10 people. And your job is to tap into that, to tap into all of that goodness and let them help you build the business that you want. So how does it work? Ask. So if you have a problem or an opportunity, you get your team together and you ask them. Well, maybe the problem is you need more help. Rather than you trying to figure it out on your own, you can ask them, how can we find more great people to work on in our store? So you ask them, and then together you all discuss it. You can discuss it in person. You can discuss it in a team meeting. You can discuss it on your Trello or Slack chat. You can discuss it however you want, but let them help you decide what needs to be done. ADD. Ask, discuss, decide. Here's what I know. Again, If you use ADD, your employees are going to feel empowered. They're going to feel like they matter. And when they feel like they matter, they're going to stay with you longer. And again, the bullseye, the most efficient way to fill your team out with great people is to keep your best employees. So the first rung out from the bullseye then, the second most efficient way to fill your team with great people is to let your team members bring in their friends and family. So if you've got a great employee and you tell all of your good employees that you need some people, do they know anybody? Ask them, do they know anybody? Here's the thing. The old saying is, birds of a feather flock together, right? Like people attract each other. So if you've got somebody who's great now, asking them if they know anybody who might want to come to work for you is a super efficient way to get good people. The second ring out is people you already know. So think about this. So when it's time to hire, rather than putting that ad, that bad, poorly written ad on Indeed or Craigslist, you write a great ad, and I'll talk about a red hot help wanted ad in just a moment, and you send it out to your friends and families. You send it out to your customers, right? People you know and who know you, know who you are, know about your store, know what your store's about. They are more likely to read your ad and go, oh, I know somebody who would be perfect at that place. This is a great way to get good people. Your customers are a great source of great employees. So again, that second ring out is people you already know and who know you. Customers, friends, colleagues, things like that. And the final ring out are people you don't know and who don't know you, and this is where you advertise. This is where you go on Indeed. This is where you put your ad on Craigslist or any of the job sites. And while you can make that effort more efficient by writing a really compelling help wanted ad, at the end of the day, this idea of advertising to people who don't know you and you don't know is the least efficient way to get great people into your store applying for your position and interviewing. So I hope that I have flipped the script for you. So if you're spending lots of time and energy thinking about how you can get new employees, how you can get more great people on your team, I'd encourage you to think about efficiency. And the visual model for you to think about is the target that I just shared with you. The final thing that I just wanted to sort of reference, so if you're watching this and you haven't been part of our community for a long time, we have created a format for a help wanted ad, and it's called a red hot help wanted ad. And if you have the Retail Mastery System in the staff development module, there is a whole exercise on how to create a great red hot help wanted ad. And so that's one way to do it. But what I want to encourage you to do is to recognize that the quality of your ad has a direct impact on the quality of people it's going to bring in. So if your ad is poorly written, you are going to get a poor group of applicants. If your ad is a well-written marketing piece, because your ad is a marketing piece for your job, you are going to get great people. So even if you don't have the Retail Mastery System, which you should have, you can certainly Google, how to write a compelling help wanted ad. It's not going to be as good as a Red Hot Health Wanted ad, but that would be a great place to start. I just want you to recognize that that the quality of the writing in your ad has a direct impact on the quality of the people that you bring into your store. So I hope that you found that helpful. Of course, I always love your comments. Put them down below. I'm Bob Negen, and we'll see you next week.